Alright, we're back again. So there's a few things we could do. We found some more charms, we found some more gold finds, some more magic find charms. Well, they were just all gold find charms, I guess. We got a ring, we got a new ring, but we could make an Amazon ring. I think the first thing is gonna do, we got 8 scrolls. Let's just identify them. We just throw them with this thing and then see if we have the scroll. Then we could just re-roll them to scroll 1 through 30. Essentially, if we roll like 30 scrolls, we should have all of them. And then we won't have to worry about them later. Now what else is there? There's probably lots of things. So essentially, we killed the who's that? The Countess twice. We killed her twice. So we got a couple runes from her. So maybe she's pretty good for getting higher leveled runes in Act 1. So just keep maybe the Roger Cube should be over here or something. That makes sense. So now we have all of them identified. We did get a new one. We got number 8. A unique set weapon. Adds 5% more experience as a forging mod. So just go by like 1, 2, 3, maybe by like 4 randomized stones. See if we can get a new scroll. So we just come here, and then we go trade. 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe we can just buy 5 for right now. We're gonna need a whole bunch of them, right? We'll probably need like all of them. Well, eventually we'll need all of them. Essentially, we're just gonna keep re-rolling these until we get what we want. Well, until we get the first 30 scrolls. And then if we get a scroll that's like 25 to 30, we could actually re-roll it to a scroll that's a higher level. So that's actually pretty interesting. We get like everything in Act 1 essentially. Probably should be able to. So we just throw these and then 2 scrolls that we already have. We already have these 6s. We don't need this in here anymore. So there's another randomized stone. We could randomize it to scroll 4, which we already had some copies of. So we could roll it again to scroll 11. So we had scroll 11, so we could re-roll it again. Essentially, these things will just help us get all the recipes we need, hopefully. Scroll 5, we didn't have that one. Crafted weapon armor to make a set item, so we could make any set item we want. Scroll 1, so we're just getting like all low-leveled ones. We have like 21's the highest one that we've got. We got the 16 one, that's about it. 21. And we got a duplicate of 21. Alright, so we weren't too successful on our scroll gathering. We gathered some scrolls, re-rolled some, we didn't get the scrolls we wanted, that's all of them. So the rings, we could try to make some Amazon rings, right? We found this rare ring on the ground. Found it from like the Stony Field, I think. Probably the Stony Field. We were killing a fallen camp and then they dropped it. So it is a pretty good ring. Maybe the mercenary could use it. What if we right-click the dragon stone, turn it to a spider silk? We could actually re-roll this, right? The re-rolling orb. We have 29 ring points. Cube with a magic rare ring to add points. Cube with a key to re-roll. Cube with the spider silks for an Amazon ring. And whatever class you're rolling as. So we're gonna have to see which class each one represents. I think you just go to the like here and then you see what are the class crafts. New craft, right? The Amazon would be spider silk. The assassin would be dragon stone. Barbarian would be forging hammer. Druid would be Tyranium ore. Necromancer would be blackmore, and paladin would be the holy symbol. Sorcerers would be crushed gems. So each of the classes have their own types of gems, and you can check them by checking the class craft. So essentially, if we wanted to make like a barbarian ring, we could. We just have to right-click this thing to the proper item. So essentially, we just want to make 2 rare Amazon rings. So we just cube this with ring points. Make sure it has output magic to a rare ring. So if we do this, we should get 2 Amazon rings. And if we don't get good ones, we could re-roll them, right? I mean, this one at +2 to sway. This one didn't have a single Amazon skill on it. Item level, so it's based on your character level. So if we get two more levels, is it based on your character level? if we get 2 more levels, if we wait till we're level 30, then they could roll with plus skills to them, right? And if we go to prefixes and suffixes, so we can't, here we go. Oh. Because we just want to select the prefixes and suffixes, but the thing's in the way. Prefixes. So we were looking for +2 skills, branch arms, armor. Let's just move this thing. Oh, we could move that thing up. Alright, so we're just looking for prefixes for armors, general. Would it be a prefix or a suffix? +1 light radius. So probably be down here. Requires level 36, is that what it says? 17. So which column are we looking at? Rarity, level. Alright, so it requires this level to spawn this prefix. And if we're looking for +1, level 20, missiles, glove, circlet, missile, circlet, screen. So what about the Amazons? Here we go, so level 36. So we can't quite get those ones yet then. But there is the +1 to skills, right? Or is that something? Oh, here we go. +1 to skills, knowledgeable, requires level 35. So we can't get this one until level 35. I thought there was one that was level 20. +1 to offensive. +1 to... Okay, so we could just get a +1 to a tree. That's pretty much it. So we need to be 35 to get the +1 to skills. Oh, here we go. Level 30. Level 30, +1 to Amazon skills, missiles and spears. +1 to Amazon. So we're just trying to look at the things here. It's just level 36, that's it. So we can't get the things we want. We can't get the +1 to skills unless we get our character to level 35. Or we could gamble a level 35 ring. But then we need to be a higher level. Essentially, let's just reroll a couple more rings. We got more points. We didn't really get good ones. This one's maybe better. +2 to penetrate. So we could make another one. Let's just make 4 rings and take the best one. This one probably isn't too good. So I wonder if this one's going to be better, the non-class one. So cast rate, mana, increase maximum mana, fire resist. So that one's not too good, right? +2 to sway. 1 decoy, replenish life, max mana, cold resist, lightning resist, magic damage reduced by 5. So that one would be better. Fire damage, energy, all resistance, extra gold. Level 10 enchant. Oh, here we go. 3 resistances, 4 resistances. Oh, it's fire resist and then fire based on level plus poison resistance. Level 10 enchant. So this will allow us to cast the enchant ability. So if we just go buy some thawing potions, so we already have a pretty good amulet. So I wonder what level those are. The enchant ones. So we just needed what? Thawing potions? Because they're old rings, right? We just had regular magic rings. And then we forged them with run speed. So if we just throw thawing potions in here, then we remove the rune forging, and then we get the ring back. And then we could put it onto the new ring. So we just need to get chipped gems. Oh, so we did find 2 gem shrines, right? Did we leave that game? We didn't open the second gem shrine. We found a gem shrine. I don't know if we got the second one. Essentially, sometimes you forget about the gem shrines. So now if we take this ring with enchant, we could just add 15% faster run walk onto it. That way we could just run through the levels faster. And that is now much better than our 5% lifesteal +3 to mana ring. There we go. And then we could cast enchant at some point. So which of these two is better then? This one gives more gold, fine, but that's about it. Gives us damage. This one gives resistances. So it does give decent resistances and magic damage reduced by 5. Maybe we'd go with that one. Alright, so if we just throw 3 long potions, we could take the run rock speed off of our old amulet, or old ring. So we don't need those, we could just like throw them into the re-rolling orb and re-roll them. Essentially, we just need a chip gem. Oh, yeah, the 2 runes. Alright, and then the ring that we're using. Which one was it? This one? Yes, this one. So we just put that onto it, and now this ring has 15% faster run walk on it. And then we could just throw the re-rolling orb, right? We didn't want this ring. Is that one no good? Faster cast rate, attack rating, sway, maximum fighter resist. So we could throw that in the re-rolling orb, and it'll add a rare ring point. So we could use rare rings to re-roll other rare rings as well. This thing, maybe the mercenary could use that one. So this one, let's get rid of it. It doesn't have a single Amazon skill on it. We'll just turn it back to a Dragonstone, I guess, for now. There we go. And then a mercenary could use that. So we don't really give our mercenary anything, right? We should have given him that life leech ring that we had. And we could give him run walk speed if we put runes on it. But I think that was that part of this episode. Or at least this section anyways. We were identifying scrolls, see what we had, see if we could get scroll 14. We didn't get it. But we did make some new rings. Was there anything else we were doing here? Or was it just the rings we were upgrading mostly? And scrolls we were identifying. Oh, we got a new ring, that's right. Scroll over here, we could combine the coupons. We could do that. So we could make the large axe. So we just take the 3 large axe coupons. And then when we make these items, we could essentially, I'm not sure what we're going to do with them. Once we have made the item, I don't think there's a reason to make a second copy of the item. Maybe we should start making these on the second page of these. So freeze requires level 5, freezes target. Cold resist. So that's actually really good. Freezes target, fast attack speed, cold resist, 2 sockets, and then you could forge it with something and then put sockets in it. So the jewels would add most of the effects to this thing. It's just the 1 extra socket won't really take play until we actually get to that point. What if we cube just leave the cube there, I guess. Cube 3 light crossbow coupons. It'll create the lead crow light crossbow. So this thing, 70% enhanced damage, requires level 6, 42 attack rating, deadly strike, dexterity, life, fire resist, and 2 sockets. So they won't seem overwhelming until we socket them. Because the thing about the new unique items and the new unique items, you can only put 1 socket into these items. These items come with 2 sockets, so it just gives it more possibilities in the future. Then we made a ring, right? Ring? Yeah, we got 3 ring 1 coupons. So this one's actually really good. It gives a +1 to all scales, and it has a socket in it, and you could forge it. We made this once before. +1 to scales, attack rating, magic damage reduced, attacker takes damage of, magic fine, angel ring. And it has a 1 socket on it, so you could put something in it. So it comes socketed. So if you find something to put in here that works in rings, it would help. So we could just put it on the mercenary for now. Just because we made these rare rings, we'll give him the mercenary ring. So now he's a little bit better. And what else is there? We didn't get the amulet. I think that was it. We did get some more unique and set items, I guess. So we could check what they are. We got the Cestus for the assassin. Level 13, magic damage, 40% mana stolen per hit. So if you're having mana problems, 40% mana would be a huge boost to it. 40% mana stolen per hit. And then what else? We got these skull caps. This would be the Amazon level 1 set. No, the Rogue's Mercenary, level 10. That's right. All of the mercenaries have their own sets. So we need to get the mercenaries bow and leather armor and hunter's bow, short bow. And then there was a unique saber as well. So the saber said +1 to scales. +1 to scales, increased attack speed, adds damage, requires level 10, ignores defense. And whenever you take damage, you gain mana. and it adds more defense. So the +1 to scales would be good. Socket it, forge it with +1 to scales, put +1 to scales on the jewel, and then pretty much you're good to go. So the preserved head, word skull preserved head, +2 poison slash, +4 amplified damage, defense, gold, and magic find. So level 7. Alright, we have a really good gold find and magic find for the necromancer. So if we ever started necromancer, once he turns to level 7, he would have really good finding items. So considering that, if the necromancer was wearing this and this, he would be a better gold finder than our Amazon. So that means we're gonna have to make a necromancer at some point. We are starting to get items for them. This dropped from Andario. We got the full set, so I guess the act bosses can drop the lotteries too. I mean, like the set, they'll drop you a full set. So we have the paladin full set. We have the full paladin set. If we make a paladin, we could just put this on him at level 1. We could forge this items. We could put sockets in them. We could forge the jewels. Oh, that's right. We could forge jewels. We forgot about that. You could also forge jewels with abilities. So that makes jewels and sockets even stronger. And then there's some more like rare items, right? The Haggis chains would be interesting. These Haggis chains can spawn with different abilities. I know we gambled so much to get that dual leech one. We gambled a whole bunch. We got like a 6% life, 6% mana stolen per hit. It was really good. So then we got a unique long staff. Unique long staff is +2 to fire skills, requires level 9. Faster cast rate, attack speed, so it could be used as melee. Chance to cast a fireball on attack. So the chance to cast is based on some things. It's not based on everything. So the buckler, we got the buckler. Should be Hesseru's Iron Fist. So we got the club as well. So we're just missing the boots. Once we get the boots, I think it's just the regular boots. If we find a regular set boots, then we have completed the druid set. There was probably just some more random rare items we'll identify. There was a rare amulet. 6% mana stolen per hit, faster cast rate. Small shield. So we already have the small shield, right? That's this one. Milibrega's Orb, small shield. We already have that one. Hunter's Bow. So this would be the Amazon level 1 set. So we did have the belt, but then we converted it to this set because we want the Magic Find set. So now we have one piece of the Amazon set. So there we go. I guess that's everything updated. That's everything that we did so far. We're finding items, we're finding new uniques and sets, and we're upgrading our character. We got new rings. Our mercenary, she has a new +1 to skills ring and a lifesteal ring. So she's getting upgraded a little bit too. And then what are our stats like? We're level 28. Eventually we'll be 29. So we got 239% magic find, 367% gold find, and we kill guys pretty quickly. Alright, so we're back for another clip. So we found that gem shrine. We pretty much went through our inventory, organized everything. We found a gem shrine down in the catacombs as well. But if we just have a blemished topaz here, we use the gem shrine, we get a perfect topaz. Then we can just throw this into here to add 338 gem points. And then if we do this to take out another blemished topaz, we could just leave that in the cube then, I guess. Then we just have to pretty much go into our town portal. So I guess getting gem shrines is really good. Gem shrines is really good. So if we go to the rogue encampment, if we go into the town portal, there's another gem shrine here. So we have our topaz there, another perfect topaz. And then we could just throw this in here. So it has 257 topaz points. Now it has 500. So it is really good getting those. And then if we find another one, I guess, do we just keep a gem here or something? Because essentially we don't need the rune stalkers, we don't need the decal stalkers, because we actually reorganized the decal stalkers. Oh, maybe we should go talk about that here quick. So let's just defeat Andario first. What I have to do is go through here, maybe use chain lightning or the poison ability. They're both really good. The poison's really good for killing one enemy, and the lightning's good for killing a lot of low level enemies. So essentially, maybe we'll go through the cold plains and the stony field, and then go through the underground passage. Just because there's all of the fallen packs, right? There's just the large clusters of enemies that you're looking for. Essentially, we picked up so many of these robes, we picked up so many of these wolf's heads, and still have not found anything. We're still looking for something. Looking for a base, really ridiculous white class-specific item with skills on it, right? This could have sorceress skills, but it has absolutely nothing on it. This could have druid skills, but it has just one druid skill on it. This could have cool assassin skills, but it just has +1 and +1. So essentially, if we just go through here, defeat Andariel again, maybe this will drop us some rare items. It always seems to drop us like 3 rare items. So if we use the poison ability, it should... Is it not hidden there or something? There we go. Essentially, this poison ability is amazing for one-on-one. So she gave us an ore. Alright, because if you're defeating a boss or one of the places down there, they give you an extra chance to get an ore. Or maybe that's not true. Maybe that is true. Essentially, these ores is where you get those... What are they called? I have to figure that out. We'll go to town here and figure that out. We'll just try to loot everything, see if there's any charms or any dragon stones hiding anywhere. Nope. So let's just home teleport then. I think we're pretty much done in this game. We've got a whole bunch of rare items. We've got charms and the ore. So if you right click and identify the ore, it'll give you cube to extract crystals. That's what they were. So you cube to extract the crystals. And then I believe you actually use the empty ore for something, right? Don't you cube the empty ore for something to get some money out of it? So it does say it on the website, or we did search it, we did Google it. It says cubing an empty ore by itself will now provide you with a few fake notes. So we know that recipe, it should work, right? Here's an empty ore, cube it, and it doesn't give you the empty notes. So we'll have to look into that. So essentially these things, they're just upgraded versions of gems. They'll give different stats than gems. So we can just put them here for now, maybe on just we'll just put them on page 1 for now. So these things, you could store them in the crystal can, actually. But we're going to leave them out so we can see what they could do. So, weapon and gloves, 4% mana stolen per hit, +5 to life. Ring, amulets, charms, 5 to life, increased maximum mana, 4%. Also for the helmets and boots, shield, armor, and belts. And this one, poison skill damage, and magic damage reduced by 7, requires level 6. So that'd be amazing, right? Level 6, just put this into something. Magic damage reduced by 7. Sounds amazing on a level 6 character. So you find these ores sometimes, you could find them anywhere in the game, and then when you drop them, you just extract the crystals, and then the crystals are used for end game stuff as well. We also found a mercenary weapon, that's right. If we go to a mercenary bow, you just had the composite bow. So if we cube this with the key, composite bow is just what? 3 to 9 damage, very fast. 5 to 11. So it doesn't seem like it'd be too much better, right? Maybe this one? Maybe the composite bow is better, just because of the very fast attack speed. Alright, so we didn't find an upgrade for the mercenary. Essentially, the older bow is probably better because of the attack speed, so you can keep that one. This one, we can just drop that one, I guess. It's just barely any damage difference. So, we looked at all those. The ore didn't give us the notes. Maybe it has to be a certain difficulty or something. Maybe it doesn't give you them on normal. That wouldn't make sense, would it? We found a spirit crown. This could be a Amazon helmet. Let's identify the Amazon helmet. So if we right click here, identify the spirit crown, 10% faster hit recovery, inner sight. So it's not really something we're looking for. There's another spirit crown though. So this is the Amazon helmet. If it has good Amazon stats, then we could use it. We're just mainly looking for Amazon stats that do damage, right? So if we go to the... Oh, we got the gem shrine, right? Perfect thing. We got 2... I believe we did. I believe we got both of the gem shrines. Alright, so let's end this clip. Essentially, that was just us finding some more upgrades. And I think we did a few things. Yeah, we probably did. Yeah, we didn't find any new scrolls anywhere. No new scrolls yet. Alright, so we think we're going to end this episode. So this is going to be the Amazon. We're level 28. We're just about level 29. We're thinking we might as well just start a new character. Because if we're trying to maximize all of the characters for Act 1, might as well just make them now. Instead of just leveling the Amazon endlessly. Because imagine you get to level like 30 maybe, level 29 maybe, level 30. So essentially, we could transfer some things to the Necromancer. We're just going to make the Necromancer just because we found this preserved head, which gives all this extra gold find, all this extra magic find. And it gives a little bit to the Necromancer. We could also forge it with something. But essentially, we could take our amulet from a mercenary, so it's a level 1 amulet. Necromancer could use that level 1. And this ring, so it requires level 7. At level 7 he could use that ring. At level 4 he could use this ring. And I think that was it, right? We could just give him these gloves. We were going to give him these gloves, but we could just give him these ones. That's alright. So the mercenary is not going to have as much stuff. Level 21. Do we use those? So we have a whole bunch of things in here. Maybe we should just give him the blemished topaz in case he finds gem shrines. Then he could just make some more of these. We'll probably give him this thing. Maybe they share these things. So we'll see. All together they'll add some more things. Yeah, we could just put these in the shared stash and the Necromancer could add more items to them. That makes sense. So if we just go to the shared page 1, we'll just throw everything on here. So this is a rune word. If you take the I rune, so it'd be the third rune, I rune, or the first rune, the I rune, the first one, with the third one, the shy rune, you could make the I shy rune word. So I believe it's for like the helmet, chest piece, belt, gloves, boots, shield. So you could make it into everything. So it gives 3 mana per kill, magic damage reduced by 2, damage reduced by 2, lightning resist 20%. So literally the damage reduction and the magic damage reduction, if you have a full set of everything, it's like 10 damage reduction. So essentially nothing does any damage to you. It's pretty super sick. So we don't have like amazing gear for the Necromancer, right? He's not going to be super ridiculously powerful at level 1. But we do have this +2 to bone armor, requires level 2. He could just use that for a bit. Or should he use that? I mean, we gave him this ring. Well, he'll have some things to use anyway, so we'll give him some gloves to use. Give him this wand, requires level 6 to use. We'll just give him our shield here, requires level 2. And then this weapon, so it's the magic find weapon. And we'll give him the armor as well, so he gets the cannot be frozen. Cannot be frozen is going to be absolutely amazing at level 1. And we'll give him the boots. So he's going to have a level 3 faster percent run walk. And this belt. So this is just the magic find set. Essentially everything else we pretty much keep, right? Do we give him the charms? We could maybe just give him the charms. What requires level... Because they all require level 1 essentially. So as soon as he starts, he'd just be starting with some more magic find and gold find. That'd be amazing. So we have everything ready to start him out. We're not going to give him anything besides gold find and magic find, but we're going to throw these in here just in case he finds anything. He could help out the rest of the team. So maybe all these characters are going to be working together. Right, we could withdraw all of our gold here, if we can hold that much. Then we could say put gold, and then it puts it into the shared stash. So now everybody has access to 226,000 gold. So I think that's everything. We have all the items ready to give the Necromancer. I think these were just things in the personal that we could sort through later. I think there wasn't too much. I think there's just like the shield or something. That shield is probably pretty ridiculous. Although the other one gives you faster cast rate, faster attack speed, so that one's probably pretty good. These gloves are probably really good. But we'll end this episode. We got something for the assassin. We'll have to go through this here and see what we had, because we did have a +1 to scales weapon. And we did have the full paladin set. That's right, so before we start a new character, we'll just come back here. We have the rogue's mercenary helmet. We could actually do that, right? As soon as he gets the mercenary will be able to use the helmet. Oh, what about the bow? We could just get a few things for the mercenary, right? We could just give the mercenary the gloves. They have 6% life leech. Give the mercenary the bow. Wherever the bow is, here it is, the Arctic bow. So just a level 1 bow. Although your mercenary is going to be a lot higher when you get them. Should we give the mercenary anything else? I guess that's it. So there we go. Now the necromancer can start his journey. So this has been the Amazon so far. Amazon's pretty sick so far.